You know, you walk into a nursing home, and there's a lot to contend with. First of all, you're hit with that smell. Yeah, like somebody just cooked up some rotten turkey carcass marinated in Lysol. Oh, and then there's the color scheme that runs the full spectrum of white to off-white to beige. As I stepped into room 344, I noticed no decorations, no get well soon cards, no get well soon balloons, and no family pictures. The only thing I could possibly notice was the man on the bed. The overall effect? Solomon Lewis was an ancient, merciless gargoyle. Armed with a remote control and a trigger-quick thumb.
What are you, another slow kid?
Herman Hesse once said, "It is not our purpose to become each other.
It is to recognize each other, to see one another and honor him for who he is."
Each other's complement and opposite.
Tales of a Midnight Driver.
By Jordan Sonnenblick.
Our last volunteer was such a schmendick that he had to wear Velcro shirts because he couldn't do buttons.
Mr. Lewis, I'm Alex Gregory. I'm a high school student. And I will be spending 10 hours with you every week until, well, for a while.
So, Alex, they sent me here to be nursed, and they sent you here to keep me out of the nurse's hair. You know what my grandmother would have said about this?
No?
Well, I don't know either. She's dead. And so forgetful that last week I tried to unlock my door with my toothbrush.
Mr. Lewis, are you okay?
Don't touch me. This is just what happens when you're dying. Imbecile.
Dear Judge Trent, I feel that you should change my assignment. I'm not qualified to assist Mr. Lewis. He's inflicted with emphysema. He started choking to death right in front of me. And when he finally caught his breath, I asked him whether he was feeling better or not. And he told me,
"Get knocking off and yum."
well, I looked it up on the internet. And apparently Mr. Lewis feels that rather than assisting him in the nursing home, I should go take a dump in the ocean.
Dear Alex, Mr. Lewis sounds like the perfect match for you. P.S. Yiddish phrases that might come in handy with your use with Mr. Lewis are,
Blues and tokes?
like Mr. Lewis, I am Jewish. In the proud language of our people, this means,
Blow it out your butt. Hey, Mr. Lewis, I'm your volunteer.
Who the heck are you?
I'm your volunteer.
Yes!
I'm Alex Gregory.
Help! Gotcha. You gullible schlemazel.
I kind of hoped he'd start choking again.
I got you.
Yeah,
good.
you did. You're hilarious. Ha ha, very funny. Hello, Judge Trent? Yeah, this is Alex. I showed up for my 6th hour of service. Well, I gotta admit, I'm picking up on some choice Yiddish sayings. Yeah, he called me a schlemazel.
Alex, schlemazel's not such a terrible insult. Now if he starts calling you a meshuggah, that's when you'll know you've been insulted.
Hey, Mr. Lewis.
Ah, crap.
Okay, I don't know what I did to you.
Shut up and call me Saul. Now that you've raised your voice to me in anger, I figure we're on a first-name basis. Suppose if you aren't blessed with looks or brains, Big Mouth isn't such a bad substitute.
Wow. That was the most backhanded compliment I've ever heard. So tell me, old man, how does, nice game of poker sound to you?
Now you're talking.
Tell me you know the difference between a club and a spade.
Shut up and deal.
Dear Judge Trent, I know I'm supposed to earn back the $500 for the lawn I ruined. However, Mr. Lewis took advantage of my youth and innocence to swindle me out of $27.50 in a poker game. That Mr. Lewis has a lot of chutzpah, picking on a defenseless teenager.
Moron.
Sincerely, Alex. Dear Alex, play go fish. Hey, Saul. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. A dreidel? Where's the deck of cards?
I didn't bring him today. Oh, but I got you a book. I thought I could read it to you before I finish my mandated time.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Alex. You're not a volunteer. I'm your sentence? Your punishment?
Oh my gosh, Saul, I always thought you knew. I was sentenced here by the juvenile court to spend 100 hours here.
Oh, I'm a charity case, huh? Never thought I'd live to see the day where I would be a burden for the state to put on somebody else's back.
It's not like that, Saul. They thought I could learn something from you, so I wouldn't, go back to juvie again.
What in the world do they arrest a clean-cut boy like you for anyway?
It was nothing, really.
Like what kind of nothing? Jaywalking? You skipped school?
No, I got drunk and tried to drive my mom's car, but it was no big deal.
No big deal. Did you hit anyone?
No! Oh, except for a lawn gnome. Who likes those things anyway, right?
A lawn gnome you hit.
Yeah.
So you drove up onto somebody else's lawn.
Well, yeah, but
This is no big deal. You're lucky to be alive, kid. You're lucky you didn't kill anyone. No big deal. You're even more of a meshuggah than I thought.
But Saul,
Just get out of here. Old I might be, and sick I might be, but handouts from a crazy meshuggah who doesn't even know how stupid he is. I don't need-
that isn't fair,
Get
Saul!
out!
And then Saul coughed. And then he said,
Get the nurse.
Saul? Saul? Nurse! There are certain things on this earth that just don't mix. Oil, water, lit cigarettes, and a barrel of dynamite. Alcohol, lawnmowers. And Saul and... Gosh, I don't know how someone could get so mad so fast. I just say something and he just blows up. I had to find out. Saul? Saul.
Oh, Alex. Come on in. Actually glad to see you for once. Alex. This was my wife, Ethel.
Saul.
See, Alex, she never made it home.
What?
Some drunken driver fell asleep on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, ran my Ethel's car right off the road, right off a cliff.
And that's when I knew.
Highway Patrol said she probably never even saw it coming. So at least there wasn't any pain.
She was beautiful, Saul. And I wasn't really sure if this was the right move, and I'm not the most comforting guy ever, but I put my hand on Saul's arm. And we stayed like that for a really long time, until both Saul and my left leg fell asleep. And I remember hearing that nobody fights forever.
Alex Boychick, you're a good kid.
Nobody. Hey, Saul.
Hey, moron.
Gotta admit, I kinda miss the old gargoyle.